Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going the 1989 Kennedy half dollar is one of those coins that collectors whisper about with a mix of awe and fascination. Though at first glance, it may look like an ordinary half dollar. The truth is that this coin has built an almost mythical reputation in the world of numismatics. Its shine, its rarity in top condition, and the stories tied to it make it a treasure capable of turning ordinary people into millionaires overnight. Imagine holding a piece of metal in your hand that seems small and simple, yet carries the power to rewrite your destiny in an instant. That is the magic of the 1989 Kennedy half dollar. When we talk about value, it's not just about the metal or the date stamped on the coin. It's about rarity, condition, and the unexplainable allure that collectors are willing to pay millions for. The 1989 Kennedy half dollar has become a coin that transcends its face value of 50 cents and has entered the realm of life-changing fortune. Many coins come and go, but only a handful are remembered as the ones that shook the coin market with their staggering worth. This particular half dollar stands among those giants, commanding attention with every appearance at auctions or private sales. What makes the 1989 Kennedy half dollar so unique is not just its design, but its condition in rare mint states. Coins that look untouched, carrying their original luster as if they were just struck yesterday, are the ones that send collectors into a frenzy. And when a coin like this is discovered in someone's drawer, old jar, or forgotten collection, the outcome can be nothing short of breathtaking. You might think of it as just pocket change, but to the right buyer, it is a golden key that opens the doors to wealth beyond imagination. The Kennedy half dollar series itself is legendary, born in the aftermath of President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. By 1989, decades later, this coin still carried deep emotional and historical value, symbolizing not only America's memory of its leader, but also its ability to preserve history through currency. That emotional connection, combined with scarcity in top condition, gives the 1989 issue an aura of reverence that no ordinary coin could match. Collectors are not just buying metal. They are buying history, legacy, and sentiment. In a world of coins, stories sell, and the story of a 1989 Kennedy half dollar is one of sudden fortune. There have been tales of ordinary individuals discovering one in a roll of coins, not realizing the fortune they were holding until an expert pointed out its incredible value. Imagine that moment, walking into a coin shop with what you think is 50 cents, only to walk out knowing you are now worth millions. It's a dream so powerful that it grips anyone who hears it, fueling the legend of this extraordinary coin. The true beauty of this coin lies in how it can turn everyday people into overnight millionaires. It doesn't matter whether you're a lifelong collector or just someone who stumbles upon one by accident. The 1989 Kennedy half dollar has the ability to rewrite financial futures. The way it elevates lives so suddenly has earned it a reputation as the coin of fortune, a life changer hidden in plain sight. No wonder people guard them so closely once they realize what they have. As the years go on, the demand for the 1989 Kennedy half dollar continues to rise. Collectors chase it with relentless passion, driving its value to levels most would never believe possible for a coin. Every time one is discovered in pristine condition, it sets off excitement across the coin world, and the bidding wars that follow only push its worth further into the stratosphere. For those who hold it, the decision to sell becomes not just about money, but about timing, legacy, and how their life story will change forever. In the end, the 1989 Kennedy half dollar is more than a coin. It is a miracle in metal. It teaches us that sometimes the most ordinary things in our possession may secretly hold unimaginable value. If you're lucky enough to own one, guard it with everything you have, because it is not just 50 cents, it is the chance to transform your fortune overnight. This coin is a reminder that destiny sometimes hides in the smallest places, waiting for the right hands to uncover its true worth. Would you like me to also create a YouTube-style script version of this with hooks and punchy lines, so it feels like a real video narration? Second, the Kennedy half dollar from 1980 is not just a coin. It is a legend in metal, a piece that carries with it history, mystery, and the power to change destinies overnight. Imagine holding a simple-looking 50-cent piece in your hand, one that people pass without a second thought, but beneath its silver-like shine lies a value so enormous that it could catapult you into the world of millionaires instantly. This coin is far more than currency. It is a symbol of fortune waiting silently to reveal itself to the right person. The 1980 Kennedy half-dollar stands apart because of the aura that surrounds it. While many see it as just another coin from the past, collectors whisper about its rarity, its errors, and its unique characteristics that can drive its worth to unimaginable heights. Each coin has its own story, tiny minting variations, subtle details, or near-flawless condition that make it more than metal. In the hands of an expert or the right collector, this piece can bring offers worth millions, making it a gateway to sudden wealth. Picture this: a coin minted for everyday use, meant to pass from hand to hand, ends up being tucked away in someone's drawer, forgotten for decades. Then one day, it resurfaces, shining bright with the untouched brilliance of time. That is when its true value emerges. The 1980 Kennedy half-dollar is not just valuable because of its age. It is valuable because some versions carry minting secrets, unique errors, or an untouched, pristine luster that makes collectors compete fiercely to own it. In today's market, collectors and investors are chasing after treasures like this with relentless passion. Wealthy enthusiasts from across the globe are always on the hunt for rare Kennedy half-dollars. And when a gem from 1980 surfaces, the price skyrockets. Some coins are said to have reached valuations that could buy mansions, luxury cars, or even fund entire businesses. The demand is insatiable because everyone knows that the Kennedy series holds a legendary place in American numismatic history. The aura of the 1980 half-dollar also comes from the legacy of President John F. Kennedy himself. His image on the coin immortalizes not just a leader, but an era of hope, inspiration, and tragedy. That emotional connection amplifies the coin's desirability. Owning such a piece feels like owning a slice of history, something that ties you to the spirit of a generation. Collectors don't just see metal. They see a story, a memory, and a priceless heritage that can never be replaced. What makes this coin even more thrilling is the element of surprise. You never know where it could appear, perhaps tucked inside an old jar of change, hidden in a family collection, or accidentally discovered in pocket change. One moment, it's just an overlooked coin. The next, it's your ticket to wealth beyond imagination. Stories circulate of ordinary people finding such coins and suddenly being thrust into the spotlight of numismatic fortune. The 1980 Kennedy half-dollar carries a silent warning. Do not underestimate what looks ordinary. Many people have unknowingly spent fortunes disguised as pocket change. If you own this coin, even in worn condition, do not let it slip through your hand for a few cents. Its true worth lies in its uniqueness, its story, and the hunger of collectors who will pay beyond belief for the right piece. So if you come across this remarkable coin, treat it like a treasure chest in miniature. It may seem small, but it has the power to change your destiny overnight. In the blink of an eye, a simple 1980 Kennedy half-dollar could transform your life, unlocking doors to unimaginable luxury and success. Hold on to it tightly, for in that half-dollar lies the possibility of a billionaire's tomorrow, waiting for you to claim it. Do you want me to also make a dramatic video script version of this 1980 Kennedy half-dollar story, with suspense-building lines, perfect for YouTube narration? Third, the Kennedy half-dollar of 1991 is not just a coin. It is a hidden gem that has managed to capture the attention of collectors and dreamers alike. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary piece of currency minted for everyday transactions, but beneath its surface lies a story of rarity, desirability, and immense value. Those who hold this coin unknowingly hold in their hands the possibility of overnight transformation, because the market for rare coins thrives on surprises, and the 1991 Kennedy half-dollar has proven to be one of those astonishing surprises. What makes this particular coin so powerful is its combination of history and mystery. The Kennedy series has always been iconic because it was born out of national tragedy, honoring the memory of President John F. Kennedy. By 1991, decades had passed since its introduction, yet certain rare versions of the half-dollar carried unusual features, such as minting errors, perfect conditions, or proof strikes, that transformed them from small change into treasures. A single flawless specimen can ignite bidding wars, with values skyrocketing into unimaginable figures. This is where the fortune-changing magic of the 1991 Kennedy half-dollar begins. Imagine this. A coin that many might casually spend at a store could in reality be worth millions in the right hands. Collectors search relentlessly for coins that break the mold, whether it's a double die, an off-center strike, or a coin preserved in pristine condition straight out of the mint. When one of these rare 1991 half-dollars surfaces, it becomes more than metal. It becomes a symbol of wealth, luck, and destiny. The very idea that a coin worth 50 cents can elevate you into the realm of millionaires is what makes this story so captivating. The coin market is fueled by passion, history, and scarcity. In the case of the 1991 Kennedy half-dollar, its scarcity is not in the basic mintage numbers, but in the condition and uniqueness of the individual coins. Those found in untouched proof sets or bearing unique mint errors are the crown jewels that collectors are willing to pour fortunes into. With every passing year, the rarity increases as most coins are circulated, lost, or damaged. This simple fact makes the surviving high-quality coins even more valuable. Think for a moment about the thrill of discovery. Someone could unknowingly find this coin tucked away in an old collection, resting in a forgotten box, or even in pocket change. The excitement of realizing that such a small object carries a life-changing fortune is unmatched. That moment alone transforms ordinary people into wealthy individuals overnight. Stories of such discoveries fuel the dreams of treasure hunters and collectors around the world, keeping the legend of the 1991 Kennedy half-dollar alive. What sets this coin apart is not just its monetary value, but its emotional power. It represents hope and possibility. To many, it is not just silver and copper blended together. It is a token of fortune waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. Holding such a coin feels like holding destiny in your palm, because in the blink of an eye, it can alter the course of your life. The allure lies not only in its price, but in the dream of what it can unlock. Every great coin carries with it an aura, and the 1991 Kennedy half-dollar is no exception. Collectors whisper about its worth, investors chase it, and dreamers see it as their golden ticket. To sell it cheaply would be to ignore its true power, for once it falls into the hands of an informed collector, the value multiplies beyond imagination. This is why anyone who comes across such a coin must treat it like a rare jewel, not a piece of change. In the grand story of rare coins, the 1991 Kennedy half-dollar stands as a reminder that fortune often hides in plain sight. It is proof that life can change overnight, that hidden treasures still exist, and that a single coin has the power to rewrite your destiny. For those fortunate enough to possess it, the key is patience, knowledge, and never settling for less than it's worth. Because in the world of coin collecting, legends are written not in ink, but in metal, and the 1991 Kennedy half-dollar is one such legend. Would you like me to also create a YouTube-style script version of this? Written like a narrator is directly talking to the audience to keep them hooked from the first second. The Kennedy half-dollar of 1964 is more than just a coin. It is a piece of living history, wrapped in mystery, value, and untold fortune. Born out of national sorrow following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, this coin was the very first of its kind, making it a priceless treasure in the eyes of collectors worldwide. The year 1964 holds special importance, as it was the only year the half-dollar was struck in 90% pure silver, instantly elevating its aura and monetary strength. To own one is like holding a fragment of America's legacy, but to possess a rare variety or mint error from that year could turn you into an overnight millionaire. Imagine a coin that was designed as a tribute to one of the most charismatic leaders of modern history. When it was first released, demand was so extraordinary that banks couldn't keep up, and people lined up for hours just to get their hands on one. This frenzy wasn't just about silver or money. It was about memory, patriotism, and love for a fallen leader. Today, that emotional weight has transformed into unmatched collector passion, driving the value of certain rare 1964 Kennedy half dollars into the realm of staggering wealth. What makes the 1964 edition so magical is not simply its age, but its composition and unique varieties. With 90% silver content, every single coin carries inherent precious metal value. But beyond the silver lies the world of errors, proof strikes, and mint anomalies, where a single small difference could add unimaginable zeros to its worth. Collectors hunt for varieties such as the accented hair proof, a version that displays subtle differences in Kennedy's hair design, and these can command astronomical sums at auctions. Now imagine stumbling upon one of these rarities in your drawer or passed down through family without even realizing it. A coin that may look ordinary at first glance could actually be your ticket to wealth beyond dreams. Stories of common people becoming millionaires overnight from such coins are not myths. They're moments in history when rarity met opportunity. The 1964 Kennedy half dollar has all the ingredients to be one of those coins capable of flipping destiny on its head. Its power lies not only in rarity, but in the unpredictability of collector demand. Unlike modern coins that circulate in abundance, the 1964 half dollar has a mystique that grows with every passing year. As collectors and investors grow hungrier for tangible historical assets, the demand for these coins keeps surging. It is this escalating passion that gives the 1964 Kennedy half dollar the ability to transform from a simple silver piece into $1 million treasure. The coin represents a perfect storm of history, beauty, rarity, and emotional connection. Its weight in silver makes it inherently valuable, but its connection to President Kennedy makes it priceless in spirit. Many collectors describe it as more than a coin. It is a legacy frozen in metal, a memory struck into silver, and a beacon of both America's grief and pride. Owning it means more than wealth. It means carrying a story that the world still cherishes. But here's where the magic intensifies. Certain pristine condition coins, untouched by circulation, shine with such brilliance that their value skyrockets. Add in the possibility of mint errors, double strikes, or special proof versions, and suddenly you are no longer talking about hundreds or thousands. You're talking about millions. These are the coins that auction houses fight over, and the ones that turn humble collectors into overnight legends. So, if you ever find yourself holding a 1964 Kennedy half dollar, never underestimate its potential. It might look like just another silver coin, but hidden within its metal lies the power to rewrite your financial destiny. This coin doesn't just symbolize wealth. It symbolizes opportunity, transformation, and the possibility of fortune arriving in the palm of your hand. Handle it with care, guard it with wisdom, and above all, never let it go cheaply, for it could be the very key to unlocking a billionaire's tomorrow. Would you like me to also craft this into a video-style narration script with dramatic flow and tone, so it sounds like a powerful voiceover for YouTube?